This is the Kpopcast, and in this week's episode, we recap the end of Singles Inferno Season 5. Plus, the 6-hour, overly extended reunion content documentary, plus hidden features and scenes and deleted
so
moments.
much to talk about. But before we get into all of those topics, don't forget to join the Kpopcast listener fam on Slack and help chip in for our editing costs. Links to those in the episode description.
Not editing costs, I think just show costs, right? But editing costs being your time, Stephanie. But yeah.
Well, yeah. Like time is money. So help us out. Chip in. Special thanks to Lady Senza, Chelsea H, and Liz C for chipping in with their subscriptions. That is an option. All right. And now, let's get into Singles Inferno. Yeah, by the way, like Troy, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, do you have any clips of you like playing that song in the club?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I stopped DJing this year." Oh, he would love that. Yeah.
I know. I felt bad because I totally dropped it in the club last year and for season 4 and played samples with Yo and Eat. Yeah, but okay.
Oh, Ishian.
Ishian, yeah.
Flashback. All right, so we are talking about season 5. All episodes have come out as of, we're recording February 16th, 2026. And let's see, for the second half of the show, what are some of the most memorable moments that we want to point out? I'll say, so like just for me, I was enraptured by the Minasu saga. Like, who is she gonna pick? Like her head to head with Minji, the rivalry. I was just like totally focused on that. And so my most memorable moment are I mean, we could just go through these. Would love to hear your thoughts. When Minji took Minasu aside, read her to filth, and said, "Sounds like you don't know yourself." And like
I don't think she like Minji was
sat her down
mean.
on that seesaw and was like, looking down on her like, "Hey,
like a unni, like yo, let me take you to the schoolyard, take you out back, and like tell you about yourself." I loved it. Peter, you're not a fan?
No, I am forever a Minji.
She's your fave.
What's the word? Apologist? Like I am like right. Like an apology means to like systematically defend and to protect. So like you know like or what the meme is like there's that guy who's like using himself like to block off like daggers and fire and stuff like over someone like that.
You're a human shield for
Minji. Yeah, like, like if I could
jumping in front of the bullets, you would take a bullet for Minji.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually hotly debated online, right, Stephanie? Like that scene, because a lot of people accused Minji of being the bully in that circumstance, right? And your reaction was my reaction as well, Stephanie. But I just wanted to share, like, this is some of the discourse and some of the sentiment over that moment.
Yeah,
and
it didn't help that afterwards Minasu goes and like cries her eyes out,
right?
And from that one, it's like, yes, your feelings are valid. Feel your feelings, but I'm still gonna feel the same way about you. Like you needed to learn.
You should feel like that. You should feel bad. Look at yourself.
Well,
okay.
Even the panel was like, "Oh, we feel a little. Maybe we shouldn't said all those things." I'm like, "No, say all those things."
No.
Yeah,
she needed to hear those things.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
This is like the arc of any like moment of personal growth, right? You know, like what are like the 7 stages of like rejection or whatever? Like, first is like denial, right? And then like you had that with Choi Minasu. Like she at
like
first
bargaining,
like, I can't believe, she would just say that to me. Like, you know who I am? I'm not this. I am Choi Minasu, okay? And she didn't use that in that context, but that was her first like hot off the take interview that she shared in response to that moment.
Good
but
point.
later, as we saw in the post show footage, like they both kind of came to terms with it, and like both Minji say like, "Oh, I'm sorry for coming off in this way," and then also Choi Minasu also say like, "I acknowledging that you needed to hear that." And
yes,
you know, to really grow, you need to go through that pain. That's how you grow as a person. That's how you grow as a person.
Speak on it, Peter. Now we've become a self-help podcast. It's true. We should just soundbite that part.
Specifically for Minasu. It's a Minasu.
We talking to you, girl.
Wait. Sorry, backing up. Like,
yes,
I don't know if we said it at the top of the episode, but today's conversation is from episode 8 through 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 to 12, and then all the additional 6 episodes of content.
Right. So right up to episode 7. What happened at the end of episode 7? Refresh my memory again.
Like the end of episode. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, episode 7. We were in the Inferno, and they had played the wood plank game where they were like,
oh yeah, that hilarious game.
Standing and like when they were had to
my God.
yeah. And we were the last second was who was Minasu gonna take the paradise?
Okay, right on.
Yes.
Okay. So
and back then, like I just want to say I was correct in my prediction. I knew that she was gonna do the power move thing and picked Seungil versus the obvious choice of going with who she's actually interested in, Subin. And she did end up picking Seungil, surprising the commentators, surprising a lot of folks. But I'm like, I see her evil peeking through. I know.
Yeah, you know how there was that one scene of her at the fireside where you could like see that one eyebrow raise, and, like, that was like Choi Minasu's evil face. But like, no, I think it was predictable. I don't remember if I said it last time, but like, you know, Song, like she did indicate that she was into him, and then he also indicated that he was interested in her. So
totally,
that was something that we knew that had to be checked off at one point or another.
Yeah.
But like on like a meta level, like season 5 was probably my favorite season of Singles Inferno. And a big reason why it was my favorite season was Choi Minasu. And like we hated her.
Yeah.
But like I think like she's demonstrated that she's growing as a person. And I think, you know, we should all give her that grace, honestly. And I you know, we can all agree that the behavior wasn't right. And it's also easy for us to say that as people who were not participants in the game. Like, even as you saw in the documentary footage, or not documentary, the reunion.
I know it's long enough to be a documentary.
It is long enough to be a documentary. But like in the quote unquote reunion footage, everyone is cringing at themselves, right? Everyone hates seeing themselves and all the things that they said on the show. And that's easy to do when you're having like this sort of like out of body experience where you can look at things more objectively, you know, like one step removed. So I just want to, for all the bad things that we say on this episode and all the bad things that we said about each of these moments in the last episode, I just want to caveat it with say like it's easy for us to make these things and we should give these contestants a bit of grace, because truthfully I don't know how well, if I was so into their shoes, how well I'd perform. So
you think you would have your inner Minasu come out? You would start playing and sabotaging everybody?
I don't know.
Be like, I'm Peter Lowe. They don't know who I am. I'm cooler than all of you. I'm the Bay Area's premier K-pop DJ.
Stupid elitist, like, oh, these stupid like models and athletes, and like, don't they know, like, you know, I'm an accomplished intellectual and, you know, whatever, you know, right? Then I come off as being an asshole. So, okay, sorry, that was a bit of a tangent.
Wait, so you would be Sunghoon the whole time?
Oh, damn. If Sunghoon had more lines, maybe he would have said some stuff like that. They just like never talk to him.
I think Sunghoon did just fine, you know, for what he was on the show, and
apparently he walked away with the girl. do any of us buy that there's any romantic chemistry?
Well, no, as that was confirmed. So, like, look.
Yeah, because Minasu and Sunghoon ended up leaving Paradise together.
Right. That was, we all know. Minasu was like, hey, can you just like hold my hand so we can like save face?
Can you just say
then,
yes?
Like, Sunghoon was like, okay, bro, bet. Like, and
literally,
he did it.
I got you, bro.
And you could tell like there was a few of those like quote unquote like romantic exchanges at the end, and you just like Minasu's like facial expressions like hide nothing. You could kind of tell that she was trying to meet it halfway, but also felt the cringe. And she's like, but I have to save face, and I need to give enough convincing footage to the editors for us to walk off together. And then, as you heard in the reunion, that like they obviously did not connect after the show because Chicago and New York are two separate places.
They're just so busy, you know, they're career people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also it's like, you know, I think it's so funny. Yeah, but like, look, guys, like Chicago and New York, like it's not like you can just drive over to someone's house. No. You know, it's like, I think that's so funny when people like in Korea are like, yeah, but you guys both live in the United
States. You're both in the States. You can,
or when New Yorkers would be like, yeah, but like, you're in California. Can't you just like go to LA or San Diego or like, oh, like you're in San Jose? I'll drive up from San Diego.
Right. Would you and Seoul date someone in Busan? No, exactly.
Right. So it's like, you know, there's logistical challenges there, so that wasn't going to work.
Which is the least of their challenges.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think like Lee Sung-hoon, like he
came out of it with a pretty good reputation, I think.
Yeah. He was genuine to himself throughout the entire thing. I just wonder, was it worth his time?
No. Especially with, I'm sure, with his hourly wages at the
as a quant trader. Peter,
even as a Swede.
Stephanie, can you explain quant trading to me? Because I still really don't understand.
I heard that's not actually what he does.
It's not what he does?
I mean,
he's
somebody
probably,
said he's a Swede.
I mean, that's his background, right? It's Swede. Okay. You want to spell that out for people, Stephanie?
Software engineer.
SWE. Yeah. Software engineer.
And he did AI development at Google.
At the Googs.
Or whatever. Which was so funny because when he found out what Heesun did or was going to school for, and they were like, oh, maybe we have mutuals. I was like, totally. Peter, Stephanie, do you have mutuals with?
Yeah, Cal Berkeley and
probably
and all these.
I should look him up on LinkedIn. We should
maybe. Yeah, but I mean, like, well, on another tangentially related note, like, software engineers are going through an apocalypse right now with AI.
Bloodbath.
It's historically commanded, like, salary is like twice as much as what I make. So yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Were y'all surprised about Heesun's reveal that she's like in the States and working kind of in tech, or like?
You're telling me she's literal Barbie? You're telling me she's engineer Barbie, she's Canadian Barbie, she's
president
cheerleader Barbie. Like you're
idol.
telling me she's like literal. Oh my gosh, she became my best girl in that moment.
Unassuming and sweet, and with the baby forehead. That was funny to me.
The bagel face.
I thought it was funny in the reunion content where our bro was like, I met up with Heesun, and she just was knocking those vodka shots back. She can really drink. And then she had this moment of like panic. She's like, oh no, like, am I gonna come off as being like, too wild or loose or something? And then like she was really worried about how that would appear in front of Subin. And then like she had to like kind of run after him or like make excuse, like, let me fix something.
Because Subin was talking about this cute story of like how when they were dating she had like curfew and he had to bring her home on time, and it was very sweet.
Yeah, right.
She ain't got no curfew in the States. He said.
Right.
When she's in New York with Sunghoon.
Yeah.
She's staying out
she was
all
worried about
night
that.
Drinking.
So it was a little cute that she panicked about that, but at the same time, like, no, you got nothing to panic about. Like, it's fine. You're like a independent human being. And then I think rightfully, Supin's like, yeah, it's cool. Like, why are you like freaking out over this? Like, But I think it just goes to her character that she would maybe overly worry about things such as that and it affecting her image and her standing.
She clearly cares a lot about her image. I think she holds in her true nature, her true thoughts, and like tries to come off a certain way when she has a lot of opinions and emotions.
Right.
But
like she really hid the fact that she spoke English really well. I was like,
I had no idea.
Because Minasu and Sunghoon were like, were very clear
Blah,
that
blah,
they
blah,
were Gyopo.
Totally. I mean, you could tell, Minasu's, like, both of their accents are like, whoa, when they speak Korean. I was going to say, I heard through the grapevine, Heesun is even in a sorority. That she's a Katie Phi.
What is... Well, that she's in
drink.
a sorority is no surprise to me. But, like, what do we know anything about the sorority, Katie Phi?
Well, what I remember back in my day at Stanford is like they're the more wild Asian girl sorority.
Oh, boy.
They party every weekend.
Oh,
I don't know how it is on any other campus, but those are the hotties, the baddies.
The ABGs?
Yes, the ABGs, the Katie
The ravers, rave girls, the rave babes. Okay, wow, that's crazy.
The ABGs with degrees.
Yeah. I mean, she's at the smart university. I think it was funny because if we just going back to the episodes 8 through
12,
10.
Okay.
I felt like at the end of 10, I think it was. Like I felt like we had a cathartic moment. This was the moment when Choi Minasu, she's like, you know what? I've kind of gone crazy, and I need to really give attention to someone who's always been there for me and who's been nice to me, and that is Sunghoon, right?
Yeah.
And what else was happening? Minji got validated because Songyeol named her by name at the end of the contest that he got in.
She teared up with that. She was really surprised and touched,
feeling everything for her.
Dang.
Oh, was that before episode?
No, that was in episode 9.
Okay.
Right before 10, because that's
so
when they had their little chat where they were like, "You're my only pick," but then she goes and picks Subin to go to Paradise right after that. To show
Wait.
Yes, we need to talk about that.
Wait. So right before that moment, before Minji accepted Subin, I was like, well, we can call it a wrap right here, right, guys? Like, my feeling was like, this is a good end. Like, I think
hosts were
everyone's
saying that. They're like, yeah, we can just end it
conclusion.
early. Let's just end it early. Yeah.
Right there with those hosts. And it would have been good if we ended it there, honestly. And then those twists came hard.
I liked it. I was like, ooh, I'm awake now.
Yeah. And
the twist we're talking about is that Minji and Heesun got to choose who they're going to Paradise with, and they chose unexpected picks. Minji chose Subin, and Heesun chose Sunghoon. And Minasu was left in Inferno, like head in hands, literally with the line, I feel like all of my men are being taken away from me.
And
what a narcissist.
I'm like, yes.
More like they've been rescued from you, girl.
These men do not belong to you. You need to stew in your own mess and not play with people like that. I totally was on TikTok and Instagram, and people were speculating that Heesun and Minji planned that on purpose. Like, you could see that they were like, when the Paradise choices are being made and the girls are standing out in line, when they say the name out loud, like the whole line of them, Ju-young, Heesun, like they all are laughing, giggling knowingly, it seems. They're like, oh yeah, like this is a strategy. They wanted to punish Minasu, perhaps.
Yeah. But in Minji's case, though, it almost backfired a little bit, because then she had that really nice,
she was like
time with Subin, and we're like, oh, actually, we could have maybe done a thing.
I mean, if you're down, I'm down.
Yeah, that's what
we're
it
both
seemed like.
athletes. We're both competitive.
She
and you're
really likes this
actually
character.
more my type,
right?
Yeah. I don't know. I would have been happy if Subin went off with Minji. Like, honestly, whatever makes
Sure.
Minji happy, I would have defended.
Oh, yeah.
But like, from what we learned, it sounds like that would have been the better choice for Minji. But
yes. Yeah. Fast
at the
forward
same time,
to
I'm happy that Heesun did get the boy that she wanted, Subin.
Yeah.
And Subin is a man of integrity. The fact that he stayed with her,
Yeah.
And then wait, before we talk about Minji's thing, we should also acknowledge that Sunghan and Heesun were possibly a very good fit too.
Yeah, so much in common.
If not the better fit. So that was like at the end of that paradise, I was like, whoa. like could this be the new partnering up thing? And I kind of wish it were that way.
Dang. Yeah.
Heesun and Sungwoon.
Heesun and Sungwoon, as well as Minji and Subin.
Yeah. Because Sungwoon is someone that Heesun doesn't have to hide her drinking from. Doesn't have to hide her party girl nature. Like, Sunghoon will be right there in the party throwing it back with her. Like, they can have fun in the States and it's not a problem.
And they have like the same vocational career track.
Exactly.
Right. She was literally like, you're my future.
and they're also like close to each other. So they're closer.
Geographically, right?
Way closer. And then Seungil, I feel like he tried, but he doesn't have the maturity to really stand by Minji long term. He's like, oh, I have a few more Playboy years in me. See ya.
Literally,
Minji's too serious for him.
That was the biggest thing that came out of the reunion was that he basically ghosted Minji after.
Yeah. Couldn't even.
Like he's definitely. Yeah, go.
No, the fact that they had two different accounts of what had been going on. It's like, dang, okay, now Seungil's like lying too. He's like, oh yeah, we met a few times, we kept in touch. Like, no, you didn't.
Well, I don't know. You guys know Korean, and I only read the subtitles. But apparently there was like something wrong in the subtitling where Seungil said like, oh, we're still friends, but I think maybe the Korean more accurate translation would have been like acquaintances or something.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was something by his own admission. But even still, there was a disconnect in his characterization and Minji's. The fact that it just like, Seungil just straight up ghosted her.
Like, someone like that, like how could you? How could
cold.
You ghost Minji? She's such a gem.
She's really cold.
I mean, I always come into every season not really expecting everybody to work out after they leave the island. I'm I'm more in it for the pairing. But it just sucks when you hear it go badly, Yeah,
someone who's like so genuine on the show, right? Mina, not Mina, Minji.
It was awkward for them, like in the reunion content, like that she has to sit next to him and stuff and be with him.
I'm surprised he showed up.
Yeah. So
he should be embarrassed. Yeah.
Then, and it should be him, not Minji, who should be embarrassed, right? But at the same time, I felt like Minji was the one who had a sense of shame and felt that even though it wasn't her fault.
Yeah. I mean, he chose her.
That wasn't right.
Yeah. So I feel like we've talked the whole time about this one pod in the show, but there's a whole other 2/3 of the cast. And I
was just gonna say, going back to episode 9, that was a heartbreak for me because what was it? Ju-young picked Jaejin to go to Paradise instead of Hyunjae. And I was like, Hyunjae was my guy. Like I was rooting for him.
I know.
So the fact that she chose Jaejin instead of him was like, oh, so she really is like having a hard decision between these two, and picking him was like, okay, Hyunjae, I'm sorry, it's not gonna work out.
Walk the plank. You're out.
And even their last time in Paradise, it was like they were in Paradise, but I was sad. Because he was like, they were so far away in that room. And he was just like on the bed being like, I feel like I've stolen you away against your will.
Because you have.
You have.
You did.
How could you?
And it was like, I feel like she was trying to give him signs before that. Like,
yeah.
Like,
Totally.
I've already made up my mind, boy. And then,
but I don't blame him for wanting another chance.
Well, take another chance and do something with it. Like,
yeah. Especially when I found out he was just a nerd. Like, I'm gonna give him so much more grace.
yeah, he's just a techie.
He's just the IT boy who got hot after college and is trying to find himself, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a, like, I feel like Hyung Jae is in the, like, 2010s era of internet memes, like a good guy Greg. Like, you know, just a nice guy. And
just a nice guy, yeah.
And I don't mean nice guy in the sense of like the sense of straight guys thinking that they're not being validated enough by females for being nice guys. Like I think that's a problematic phrase in itself. But like I think he's just a bang up moral citizen, you know, and but that doesn't always mean that you're right for the set of girls on this island. And I'm sure he'll
talk
find
to some other girls.
He really should have. But I also think, you know, he's going to get his true love off show. Like, I'm optimistic for him.
Yeah, because of all the couples, it's JJ and Jooyoung that are locked in.
Totally. They get along so well. Their chemistry, their humor. I really enjoyed watching them, honestly.
Yeah, even the last moment in the reunion episode is them like hanging out, looking at the stars, and JJ's like telling her about these like old astronomers from the. It was so cute.
It's just very much their two personalities, and it seems to go well together for them. Yeah, I'm really happy for that couple. And by the way, I think like Jaejin is best boy of the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's just a sense that he's got an eye for romance. You know, it doesn't always need to be in a hyper conspicuous way, but he knows the right ways to show to the person that he loves or is interested in that he cares, right? He's struck that nice balance. And I thought it was funny when we were watching the reunion content and, you know, they made it clear in the reunion that they were like both like drunk AF, but like, when they were in paradise together and like Jaejin, you know, just kind of like put his like hands behind their face
with a glass of wine in the bed.
And like, you know, like I saw it as like very romantic and cute and
so
like
flirty.
I was almost like, now kiss. Like I was like
her,
put their like two heads together and make them kiss, but it was fine. And but hearing the fact that they were both very drunk in that moment, I think also made it a little more comedic. But I think just shows you what they were both really feeling at that moment as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we needed more of that, more genuine romantic attraction and chemistry where they actually want to reach out and touch each other. That was refreshing to see. We didn't have enough of that.
It was really heartfelt. But I think like, look, it's hard to get those moments when you only have, how many days is this show in real life? Like 8? It's 8 days?
I think so.
8 or 9?
So, I mean,
it was hard to keep track after a while.
You know, it's hard to develop those feelings in that condensed window on top of, you know, makeup and wardrobe and games and things and the Game of Thrones of vying for everyone's attention. So I think it was probably the right balance.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about the Love Square? 10 days.
The Love Octagon.
Love Octagon.
Oh man. Go-eun
and the 3 boys. So it was who was it?
Ingon.
Okay, yeah.
Egon.
Sungmin. Well, chronologically, Sungmin, Hyunwoo, Ingon.
Egon. Yeah.
Egon. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I was just like almost like disappointed on all fronts with this.
Yeah.
In every way you can be disappointed, I feel like I was disappointed. But
damn.
Yeah.
With the fact that she chose Sungmin, or just the whole saga?
Well, I mean, it made sense why she chose what's his name?
Sungmin
on the show, because Joe Egan's behavior was like indefensible.
It's pretty bad.
At the end, yeah.
Yeah, like what the hell are you doing, boy?
Why are you fumbling this? You had it in the bag.
It's so funny because like when both Sungmin and Egon are watching the footage, you can they came to the same realization we did, which was like Egon, she was crushing hard for you, but you like dropped the ball. And like Egon like came to that realization and watching himself in the footage, and then like Sungmin is like, wow, like she was really crushing hard for you, boy. I don't know why she picked me.
Go well together. I have no idea why she picked me, and like all the audience is like, me too.
He was like, wow, y'all really had chemistry in that pool there. I was even my heart fluttered.
Yeah, well, not just the pool. It was like all these other moments. But yeah, the pool was like another iconic
that was my
moment.
number one moment from the end of the season.
Right. I mean, the head
where he's
pulling the hoodie sweater and Minji saying "You're my choice."
Oh yeah,
the
that was
pool.
a good
I think we're probably the two. But,
probably.
Yeah.
The fact that they were so far away in that pool. And just the eyes.
But you could see his eyes though, yeah. And his like wide wingspan, like taking up so much
on the pool.
space.
He was like, "Oh, are you gonna come to me, or are you gonna make me come to you?"
I'm a little dangerous. Like, you sure you want this? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's flirting.
That was like a Dex move right there.
100%.
Dex would have done that.
It's flaunting your stuff when you know you've got it.
Might as well. That's Egon's advantage.
The scar of war on
Sungmin ain't got all that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Imagine Sungmin attempting something like that.
His approach is what she ended up liking: the subtlety, the softness,
not exactly
the comfortableness.
I don't know if it was that exactly,
or at least that's what she said. When there, she was
I don't
like,
believe
there were
saying,
subtle ways in which he was showing his affection toward me that I liked more than the aggressiveness that Egon had and the love bombing from Hyunwoo.
Yeah, it was so okay. So like there's different flavors of the spectrum, right? Like Hyunwoo is just like immature love bombing. We're not gonna have a conversation because I'm just gonna fawn over you. And, which, by the way, I think is like a painful symptom of just like conversations in general in Singles Inferno. And then you have Sungmin, who
the tall puppy dude,
just says a little bit of this and that, and still without substance, but not love bombing. But it's just like not exactly flirting, but having relaxed, comfortable conversations. And still being assertive in his affection for how am I pronounce her name again?
Go-eun.
Meanwhile, Ingon, like he feels like it's a compromise on his integrity, you know, to fawn over someone.
Yeah.
And be like, it was always you. Since the beginning, it was always you. And he's like, okay, you know, I hope like I can still be myself with this girl. I'm not going to make compromises myself by trying to say these like corny things. But at the same time, he still wants her to come to him. Right. And that dynamic, he took a little bit too far because he went as far as to say, not only do I want her to come to me, I'm going to play petty games and try to make her jealous. We're talking about, how cute Han is. Yeah. And his confidence came off as being like arrogant at times. And that's where I am completely with Goen for being like negative 500 points, whatever. Like, you know. Because, that's not attractive behavior.
Boinya.
Yeah.
You see us out here? Yeah.
Do you want to explain that, Stephanie, like culturally what that means?
Oh, man. Well, sure. Like, you can just tell by the sound of it. Boinya, like that ya sound is like really rude. And casual is the, the nice way to put that verb tense. But nya is like almost adding profanity to it, or insulting or mocking to what you're saying. And he's asking, so he's walking on the beach with Han, and he passes by Goon and Sungmin, and he makes eye contact with Gon and says like, haha, you see us walking over here, don't you? Bonya. And Gon hates that. She feels so insulted, and she puts a thumbs down and says like minus 500 points to him, which he apparently didn't see her reaction. But it's like, bro, you could have predicted that reaction. You know she doesn't go for stuff like that.
This kind of comes from his arrogance, just how he's lived his life thus far. He's always had this. He's never had to chase after a girl in this way before, right? He's always had the luxury of having these girls fawn over him, so he can get away with this sort of stuff and drive them crazy by making them jealous over him in these different ways, right? But that doesn't make it right. And I think he's kind of learning that through the show. And I don't know, I was just disappointed that, like, what the hell was he doing? You know, going to paradise with her, like, and saying these things. Like, he totally destroyed everything. It made me, like, he was going for best boy in my book right until that point. And then I was like, oh, man, you are, like, bottom of the pile now. Like, this is not cool behavior.
Right. Because of the game changers that came in, it was kind of exciting to see that he was pretty successful, because usually they aren't.
Yeah, usually they're just sidelined. Yeah, and I was going to ask, like, what do we think of the game changers this season? And yeah, I think Egon made an impressive showing. Han did not really. She was kind of forgettable to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is why they probably paired them together in the reaction. Han and Yejin. We're like the two who are like, let's enjoy a vacation from work where we eat chicken breast and canned tuna and live in Inferno. Like, it was just a waste of their time, it felt like.
Pretty much.
They both had like the smallest amount of screen time on the entire show, next to the boy Hyunjae. And I don't know, they were completely forgettable, if not for the fact that it was painfully obvious that they were off the show, and for that reason alone they're worth talking about. Like,
they never won any of the games either.
No, they were just like, and it's funny because you forget that Yejin went to paradise, but twice.
Yeah, in the beginning.
She's a cutie patootie. Like, I like how Yejin looks and her vibe and how she's an announcer. Like, it's super. She could be an actress, honestly. But, like, yeah, she just gave up fairly early, and there's something about
it was that turn in episode 4 when they did the chocolate exchange and she only got one.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of like, it was more clear then that, and she only got one. And then also when they were doing the Q&A where they had to answer the question and be like, oh, who are you interested in? There was really nobody that said anything about her.
Yeah.
And she wasn't involved in any of the quadrangles of love.
That's true. You kind of have to jump on one of the boats and compete. And she doesn't strike me as competitive.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if she was like into any of the guys there. Like, you know, that may be one thing. I think
she liked Jaejin. Well, no.
Definitely Jaejin.
She liked his looks, but then his sense of humor was off-putting in Paradise the first time. Otherwise, I thought they would have been a good match.
And then Han was just like the sisterly side piece.
Yeah. She was almost a prop for Egon in a way, really.
Like, was there anyone who would have gone for her? I don't know why no one went for her.
Yeah, she was available. She was always available.
Because you've got all these guys fawning over Goen, and
give it a rest.
Yeah. I thought, like, I was still frustrated by Sungmi's, like, pardon me for the vulgar language, but like just cock blocking throughout the show. It was just like, let me monopolize her time. Let me butt in here so that people can't get one-on-one time. I thought it was just like real asshole behavior.
Yeah.
Even if you are interested in her, like, come on, like,
let her decide how she spends her time.
Yeah. It's just such an asshole set of behaviors, and I was disappointed that Goen couldn't like give people the time of day on how she's feeling. And I think I get that she's overwhelmed, but like to help you become less overwhelmed, you need to help people prioritize, and that means giving people a no.
Yes, she didn't want to give people a no.
Like, I think this is so frustrating sometimes with like leaders and managers I've had in places in the past where like, you know, they'll give me this like really asshole passive aggressive, like, was I not clear? And I'm like, no, you were not clear. Sorry. like to answer your question, no, you were not clear at all. Even though you think you're being clear, it was not clear. That message was not communicated well. Dang. And so I think, you know, she could have done a better job, and I think she acknowledged that in the reunion content. Like, oh, I realize I'm not good at articulating my feelings, and yeah, like no shit. But like, I think it's just because her life experiences, she's never really had to per se. You know, she can always be like indifferent, and she's always the center of attention no matter what. And
yeah.
But you know, it did make for a good finale in that last moment where we had all three choices in front of her, and we really, you know, there was a bit of a question about who she was actually going to pick.
Well, they had to play it up because Choi Minasu was you know, she was doing the right thing. She
burned all the bridges and had like nobody into her by the end.
Right, but she destroyed her career or story arc at that point, basically.
Yeah.
So I think the editors and the producers, working with what they got, they changed the shift in terms of screen time to focus on that love square.
How are we going to keep people watching?
Right. But it was still disappointing on all fronts. And then in the reunion content, just seeing like 3/4 of like one episode is just them like going and Egon on a date at a bar. Like I at some point, like I was like, why am I watching this? Like this is like who thought this was like episode material? Like I was so frustrated at the editors and producers.
This is the producers telling us, hey, we wanted this instead of what actually happened.
Yeah, but even if that was the case, like you don't show it in this like whole long nothing of a date. And
that could have been edited down to 1 minute of footage.
Or less. But like...
or less.
You know what? They should have just put it up on YouTube. They shouldn't have even made it an episode.
Right. Oh, that would have been even better. Like on one of the Netflix formal accounts. That would have been their digital strategy. But I think this is symptomatic of just one of my major critiques with Singles Inferno in general. This is like, okay, if we wanted, the three of us could script a conversation in Singles Inferno because we kind of know it by heart at this point, right? It's like, oh, what's your type, you know? Like, oh, well, he said this to me today, so I think I'm going to go to him today. Like, are you into me? And like, oh, I think these things about you are pretty, and I like this, and, you know, this is how I'm feeling. And it's like, these conversations have no substance. And I get so frustrated about that. I want to hear, like, I hate to bring in this analogy, but like, you know, I think we have more conversations of substance in Love is Blind.
Oh,
like in the pods. Like we have more substance in those conversations. Like, oh, you know, what do you want in a family? Like, or like, you know, how do you, you know, what are, you know, professional goals do you have for yourself? Or like,
they start talking about their past and their upbringing or their past relationships,
their aspirations. You know, just like, how can we develop, you know, as individuals? How can we advance a career or not a career, like a relationship together? Whereas like it's all this fluff on superficial fluffiness, where like I struggle to connect with the characters if they can't say anything of substance. And for that sushi date with like
the food looked good.
Yeah, it looked great. But yeah, with Goen and Egon, like I was like, they are saying nothing for an entire hour,
Yeah.
And I think they feel really happy about themselves because they're really like, oh yeah, we can be honest with each other. Okay, yeah. And then they acknowledge that, like, oh yeah, because we have mutual friends, maybe that made me unnecessarily guarded in the front. Like, okay, sure. But like, are these like conversations that actual models have with each other? Like it was just,
they know that they're on TV.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Very much so.
I think they can't be honest, like for real. Like that is a problem that I've had since the beginning with Singles Inferno, and like going on year after year, that so many of these people don't want to take any risk because of their reputation off of the show. Or they're like semi-celebrities already, and yeah, they don't want to get real.
Okay, so on that note, question for you both. Is Singles Inferno a dating show?
As opposed to scripted drama? Or
as opposed to a influencer creation platform?
You're onto something. My cynical spidey senses say it's turned into that if it wasn't already. I think, yeah, it's not about dating anymore.
I'm conflicted because it feels like with
nobody's hooking up. Why is that?
Yeah,
I think
definitely nobody's hooking up. And with this season, I feel like they kind of got back to the roots of like having a very like diverse, interesting cast of characters. Definitely in like the 2 seasons before this, we had a lot of like models and announcers and, you know, like
influencers,
dancers, and where I'm like, yes, definitely winners. In those seasons, these were little incubation pods for building careers. But I feel like they almost got back to it a little bit is in the dating show aspect with this season.
I don't know. Weren't like 3 or 4 of the cast members Miss Korea winners or top 3? Like,
well, that's where the casting producers.
I think that's where they cast the women.
Yeah.
So it's like yes and no. It's like these are people who seem to already have a reputation of some kind that they want to protect outside the show, and like product endorsements and whatever. And you're right, Michaela. I think that compared to last season, there's people with more diverse careers outside of being a pageant queen.
Sungmin is an optician. Like,
well,
we'll see.
I think
how does this affect his career?
Yeah, sure, but like honestly, like with both like who is it? Sungmin and Yu Jung, like they're both like managing the family's generational wealth. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's like I don't. If I was to give my superficial, honest, genuine opinion and reaction, I don't think like Sungmin, you know, wanted to chase optometry because like independently he thought it was a career for him. It's because it's like, let me continue managing the family business. And it's an easy access thing for me. So
yeah, which
honestly kind of makes my respect for him go down a little bit, even though it is a pragmatic thing for him to do. But
well, I will agree to your point, Peter. I did go back and watch The Trunk just to see England naked. So in that sense, yes, it did. It made
So some of the conspiracy theories that people have been posting online is that Sung Il joined the show to raise his platform for his apparel line.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
And in that he's actually gay.
Yeah, I heard that.
When he was sitting on the couch talking to Minasu, I was like, "This isn't a dating conversation. These are two sisters." He had his little glass.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was just like, I mean, Choi Minasu wasn't, you know, playing that date right. She's like, I want it for myself. Now let me ignore him. You know, like it was
That's
like
what she be doing.
She took him on Paradise and she just treated him wrong.
Put him on
top
a flight.
to bottom.
I almost feel like he went up to Sunghoon after that and be like, man, this is what you've been dealing with this whole time.
Yeah, he's like, you can have her.
Yeah. I think him on the couch in that paradise room while she's like looking out the window, creeping
that was
for
wild.
Subin, like she was
wild for that. Out of pocket, out of line.
Yeah. She just doesn't even know what she wanted or was doing. And I think she probably cringed at herself pretty hard when she watched the
when they saw that in the reunion. Yeah, she was mortified.
Yeah.
As she should be. Like, look at yourself.
I hope Minji finds love. And yeah, I think that's it. Like Minji, like your best girl, best contestant across all 5 seasons. She needs a good guy, good boy, someone for her who's like has the intellectual maturity to match where she's at her stage in life, and I just want her to be happy. And can we talk about the document? I keep calling it documentary. The reunion content. Like, what the hell is like Netflix, the show producers thinking with this? Is like
trash.
They just don't know how to do reunion content. Like, they need to learn from like the Love Is Blind producers. Like they just need to bring everyone together, recap where everyone is 6 months later, just so we can have that epilogue, you know, who worked, didn't work. And then let's highlight some of the moments, get everyone's, the core involved staff members' reactions to those moments so that they can have their out-of-body reactions to those moments. And they can validate the audience's reactions like, yeah, I was out of line with that. I'm sorry. Right? That would have been it. And that would have been juicy and that would have been good. And we all would have been, like, I would have had like 5 hours of my life back. Like, this, like, let's react to scenes from the series together. Like, from the stream of consciousness perspective, like, it was just like all over the place, hodgepodge. And yes, we got a lot of additional like reaction content from the
like
contestants.
Behind the scenes understanding of like what people were feeling or weren't feeling or why they did some things.
But even that, I think, could have used some cooling down, and that could have been like the best of the best could have been pulled out in a all cast reunion taping panel. That would have been sufficient. I didn't need 3 sets of let's react to the show, and then now let's go on 2 episodes of us going to a BTS in the soup. You know, like let's go to an offsite
retreat.
They called it Winter Paradise, but there was nothing about it like that. They was giving. It was like, oh, when I first saw it, it was like, oh, this is a chance to see what this show would look like if they filmed like in January instead of in the summer. Where you're like, oh, they have cute, cozy moments. They're like sharing coats, and that was like 2 seconds of it. The rest of it was like you said, Peter, just these useless, vapid conversations.
Yeah, something I was missing in the reunion content, and we would have gotten this if they had everybody in the same room, was I wanted to see how the cast members from the other pods, the other like love boxes and triangles,
seasons,
like reacted to each other's situations or their scenes. Like, what does Gon think of Minasu? Like, I want to know. Like, do the girls all hate her? And we could find that out if they're all in the same room and they all like have this gang up on her moment, or if like I want to hear what does Jaejin think about the drama of these other.
But Stephanie, those are the types of content they get to save for their individual channels on YouTube.
I guess
those are the kinds of things where that's where the incubation comes in, and they can like hold this off and use this for.
But I don't think they do that. Like, I haven't seen any contestants do that.
Some previous contestants did.
Oh, really?
And I feel like we're just they're kind of waiting for the rest of the official content to roll out, and then we'll see more of it in the later months and maybe a lot later this year.
Still, I would have liked it in like a panel tell-all format.
Yeah, because as far as I know, there was very little content about friendships being developed between anybody. on the show. Like, especially people of the same gender. Like, there was not many scenes of like confiding in each other or alliances or I don't know. There was very little of that, and they were always just trying to show opposite sex conversations, which were so boring.
This was a competition, Stephanie.
I guess. Maybe I guess they were not friends at all. But I want to see gossip, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so we got to hand it to Choi Minasu, who, again, made the season the best season. And
she was cast perfectly. We needed someone like that, or else it would be pretty boring.
Yeah. For stirring the pot and being unhinged. And then also, like, having grace at the end of being like, oh, I'm sorry, everyone. Mm-hmm. Like, I give her, applause for that, for sure. And
she definitely, came more correct and was saying the right stuff at the end. Just, like, more humble, apologetic.
Apparently, this is rumored, but apparently, like, around, like, episode 10 or whatever it was, she was threatening to leave the show with her agent or her manager because, like, she was worried about how she was appearing on the show. And so that's where things took a narrative shift.
And she's worried about the consequences of her own actions.
yeah, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard that rumor too.
Yeah.
And that's why suddenly the commentators turned over a new leaf and started apologizing to her in unison. Because her people got involved.
Ooh, that's what I want to see. That's what they should have had. It was the panel interacting with the cast. I would have loved to have seen that instead.
Yeah,
that
the
would be
cast dinner rather than
the Hueshik. I want to see that Hueshik.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, if you're listening, Singles Inferno producers, listen to the feedback here. We have great ideas about how to improve. No more of whatever you did after the last episode.
Do we need a season 6?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm
locked in.
This is like, how conservative voters will be like, I hate everything about this guy, but I'm still gonna vote Republican. So it's like,
you're gonna vote Singles Inferno.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll keep
sure
watching,
I'm gonna watch
I guess.
it. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna learn from this, honestly. Like, and I sure hope they learn from the reunion content, because that was so cringe.
Garbage. Like, how did that pass approval? How did that get on the air?
It was like the same producers who do BTS in the Soup and like other like off-site reality content that is like vapid and meaningless. Like and I'm not calling BTS vapid and meaningless. I just hate that show format.
Absolutely
not. No, we would never say that.
Absolutely
Attention,
not.
Army. That is not.
We criticize them for other things.
Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Need to make it to the concert in and out unscathed.
I am waiting for this comeback. Anyway.
Okay. I think that about wraps it up for our review of Singles Inferno Season 5 in its entirety. So let's let our listeners know where they can find us on socials, starting with Peter.
You can find me at DJ Peter Lowe. You can send me clips or reasons why you think Kim Minji is best girl, best person for the entire season, and why you think JJ is best boy for the season as well.
Sounds good. You can find me on Instagram at Catchlight27.
And I'm at PD-nim on the Kpopcast Slack. And of course, you can chat with all of us on our Kpopcast Slack. We already have a Singles Inferno chat going. If so, you can drop your feelings, your opinions in that as well.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.